Are you the type of gardener that just loves your avocado toast in the morning, but don't like to have to pay high prices at the supermarket? Hi, my name is Jeff. Welcome to the Tropical Garden Guy channel. Today we're going to do a quick detailed grafting video showing folks that have seedling avocado how to graft it. But first, if you like this channel, click the like and subscribe button. So you may ask yourself, why the heck do I even need to graft? And I have a seedling avocado. Won't it produce fruit? Well, to be honest with you, it could, but it's rare. Here, I have never, in my garden, I have never got a seedling avocado to fruit. The way I get my avocado trees to fruit is I plant a seed, and then I take a piece of wood, a branch from an avocado tree that I know that I like the fruit, and I literally splice it onto the seedling avocado. In a couple years, they take on the characteristics of the original avocado that I took the avocado branch from, and I get fruit. So that's what we're going to do today. I have a seedling avocado here. I've already topped it, but I'll top it again. But I'm going to do a detailed grafting video. Okay, first things first, we have to have a branch from a tree that we know we like the avocados. And this variety is one of those giant varieties. It produces 3-pound fruit. Delicious. I know there's somebody out there that is patented this variety, but I'm not going to sell this tree. So I'm going to do a quick grafting demonstration. I got this original budwood about 5 years ago from a tree in the Bay Area, and this thing grows such huge fruit. Delicious fruit that you can make your own guacamole in the shell. So the first thing you got to do is you got to have that branch. And like I said, this branch is from one of my trees that I have in the front yard that produces giant fruit. And you need to trim it down, and you need to find the budwood that has buds that are starting to sprout. And if you can see, the camera may be picking that up. They are very, very small, but they are just starting to sprout. And you also want to have the same thing going on with your root stock. It's starting to get buds that are sprouting. So what we want to do is we want to find a branch that is very close to the diameter, because we have to match up the cambium layers. The cambium layers I call the blood of the plant. It's a circulatory system, the way I understand it. And so what you want to do is you want to match those things up. So I've got a little bit bigger than I normally do. I like to take branches that are about pencil thickness, but you can graft them as small as 1 millimeter. This guy has got, like I showed you guys, it's sprouting new buds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prune this back. I want to prune it to the buds, and then I'm going to cut it to square it off, kind of. So here we have. Now let's take a look. Look at that. Isn't that perfect? The cambium layer, let me show you, get my grafting knife out here. I bought me a new fancy Italian grafting knife. Look at this guy. It was only 20 bucks. It's really nice. Oh, the first things first is you want to make sure to sterilize all of your grafting utensils, knife and pruning shears. Because it's actually an operation of sorts, and you don't want to spread disease. So I'm going to cut this. Since I cut this earlier, I'm going to break off a couple of these branches or leaves. And as you can see, this guy is perfect size. They are a very good match. So what I do is I take and I wrap the bud. This is called a bud stick, by the way. I wrap it with parafilm M. This is a scientific tape that's almost like skin. I tell you, this is by far my favorite grafting tape. And you can get that on Amazon or wherever. I'm not sponsored by parafilm M or anything like that, but. And then you want to wrap it around, and the reason why you want to wrap the bud stick is we are very dry here in Northern California, very dry, and you don't want it to dry out before the cut edges actually heal. So what I'm going to do, take a look. I'm going to create a wedge, and that wedge will match up with the slice that I put into this seedling. So first things first, let's see, this is a really thick one, so it's going to be. I had the thing going the wrong way. It's not great, but the goal is to get, maybe I'll take a little more off there, is to get an even cut with a slight wedge to it, a slight taper to it. That looks okay. I'm going to trim this up a little bit. It's a little bit rough. So there we go. Now I want to show everybody where the cambium layers are, because everybody always says, well, I cannot see the cambium layer. You have the center part of the heart of the branch, and then you have the bark. The green stuff is the bark. The cambium layer, or the arteries, so to speak, of the tree is right along the edge between the center wood and the bark. It's a slippery. If you peel the bark back and you feel it, you'll feel a slipperiness to it. So what we do is, and take a look, let's see how well this matches up. It looks pretty darn good. Let's see if you could just, camera lady can show people how well that matches up. The diameter's good. The cambium layers will be good. So I'm going to pull this leaf off, and we're going to make our wedge. Now this is a newer knife, so I'm not really the most comfortable. You can use razor blades. I've seen people use pocket knives. The sharper, the better. And also remember to sterilize your equipment. So here we have our, take that down. Let's see if that's far enough. I think that'll be okay. Now let's see, show you. See how they're matched? They're matched up, the cambium layers, all the bark and the cambium layers are matched together. Now, what we want to do is we want to protect that cut, those cuts. And the way I do it is by putting more parafilm M. See how this is the, I guess that you can see the label, parafilm M. I wish they had it where it dispensed, where you didn't have to peel it off. But so what we want to do is we want to show you how good, make sure the camera lady can get that, how good those cut edges are. I mean, they are snug. I almost think that the darn thing would grow even if I didn't wrap it with tape, but I'm going to wrap it with tape anyway. It is that tight. By the way, a lot of folks ask what this is called. Well, this doesn't really matter. This spot where there's tissue exposed, you want to get it low as possible, but that's called a church window, and I've never had any problems. It'll callus over. See, what I do is you stretch this parafilm. It's like skin, and it protects the graft union from drying out. And that's pretty much it. Now, what I will do with this guy is, it's too hot out here, it's too sunny, so I will put it in a semi-shady spot. So it can get a little bit of sun, but not a lot. And in about 2 or 3 weeks, this guy will be sprouting. I have no doubts about that. My name is Jeff. If you like this channel, make sure to click the like and subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Comments and questions, leave them in the comment section below, because I do my very best to get back to all you folks with your comments and questions. You have a wonderful day.